So I was reading an article this morning on Restaurant Dive, and it was something to do with like 7 trends that are going to continue for 2022 in the restaurant space. And one of them was about keeping simplification on the menu, and that it's about labor shortages and supply chain issues and all that stuff. And that's true, but I when I talk to restaurant folks, that's something that I think you should be striving for anyway. And yes, it depends on your concept and this and that, right? Some people may come for a number of things, but it's very hard to do 100 things well, right? If you do 10 things well or 5 things well, you're typically going to have better results. So I'd like to kind of put out there that that's a trend that should stay, period, because that is what the most successful chains, that's what the most successful mom and pop restaurants do, right? They don't just spray and pray and put a bunch of things on the menu that interest them, just because, for funsies, right? They have a method to their madness. So we should be striving to tell our visitors about, I told you in another video about thinking about restaurant customer base as new user acquisition, right? Or new regular acquisition. We should be thinking about educating our users, educating our regulars on why they should care about us, why they should care about our concept. I cannot tell you how many times I see a menu that is just something that's been made in Word or whatever, and that's fine, but there's no thought in terms of telling them what to care about with little cues. When you go out to a big chain, that restaurant's menu has been tweaked and designed over and over again to make something pop out, and that's not by accident, right? And it's typically something with really good food cost, right? Something that is low in food cost, and they do well, and they know they do well, and they sell a lot of, so they're not normally out of it, right? And if you prescribe to kind of the classifications of menu items, which we'll talk about in another video, they have a lot to do with what you would call a star, or potentially, a plow horse, which is something that maybe has a little bit higher food cost, but is, people come in for. You want to push things that give your restaurant an identity, and people want to be told what to care about, right? That's why people ask for recommendations at restaurants. That's why, whether they go with them or not, right? They want to know, what's the thing I should try, because I only get to do this so often, right? So take that opportunity and work to simplify your menu by taking what's working and what's not, telling people to care about the things that are working and the things that work for the unit economics of your business. And experiment with some of the menu. Take things off that don't have great food costs and aren't bringing people in the door, right? Or try to identify why that may be the case. Take something that is bringing people in the door but has bad food costs and experiment with the recipe, right? All these little things, again, relate to working on our business and not just in the business, which is something that we have to find time for. So yeah, think about it. And then if you need help with menu design, or if you need help with, thinking through some of these things, ask, right? There are people that can help with these types of things, that understand human psychology. And I get it. Like, you're a mom and pop, you're just trying to get through the day, trying to get through lunch rush. You don't have time to think about these sorts of things. And that's fine. But find somebody who can identify these little things that are small lifts that can have a large impact on our business, and set some time aside to get those folks to help you with it. Anyway, have a great day, and tell people what you care about.